Today, Monday, November 10th, 2025. Today's EON Brand is brought to you by the people who rewrite history when everything happens. Specifically, with the Kobe Bryant story and the situation. Obviously, you're going to say there are people on the other side, of course. But my thing is about Kobe Bryant is people look at Kobe Bryant and go, he wasn't that good. Obviously, since the unfortunate day, he got overhyped and da-da-da, this and that. I don't think many people think he's the greatest player ever. There are a few people that do. I don't think it's a consensus. I think most people understand he's not. But when people say he's not close to LeBron, he's not close to this, you're crazy. And then they say, and then they always say 5 championships. And they say, well, 3 was Shaq. Yes, he had helped a lot having Shaq. But Kobe Bryant was not a bystander. He was not another guy. It wasn't Batman Robin. It was literally Superman Batman. I don't think people forget, especially the last 2 championships. Shaq missed a lot of time during the year. Whatever their seed was, I don't care. Kobe Bryant was there most of the time. Especially against Indiana in the finals, Kobe took over. And I get it, there were games where he didn't play and he was not efficient that series in total. But Shaq was obviously a beast. But there was an overtime game that series where Shaq wasn't playing because he was fouled out. And this young guy just took over. Kobe Bryant was averaging similar numbers to Shaq in the playoffs versus New Jersey, the year they swept New Jersey against Sacramento. Okay, the refs gave it to them. Right. Because we haven't figured out that refs and players are not a part of this thing this whole time. Yeah. As of November 10th, 2025, allegedly. I gotta save my butt and say allegedly all the time. With these accusations. You get my point. You guys are smart enough to figure it out. Kobe Bryant, he demanded a trade, but he never left. At the end of the day, I don't care how, what, where, what, when. However it looks, he was loyal. Like it or not, it sucks. This world is terrible. This guy asked for a trade. This guy happened to stay. He stayed under this and that. He did. Same thing with Scottie Pippen. He demanded a trade. They didn't trade him. So I don't want to hear that he wasn't loyal because he ended up being loyal. I don't care what people say. It's like people like, he didn't like New York so much. He didn't like San Francisco so much. He was about to leave, but he never left. So if he never left, he was loyal to the city and he stayed forever. Whatever he decided to do in life, I don't care where anybody, by the way, it's not a saying. If you move anywhere in your life, go ahead, enjoy your life, move wherever you want. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not going to say if something happens in the future. I'm just saying this. People pretend like you could say, I'm about to leave. I don't care. I was a paper away. I was a signature away, but you didn't. Kobe Bryant stayed with one team. Literally his whole career through the good, bad, and ugly. I mean, at the end, obviously, he wasn't the same. This guy was a dominant player for many years. Crazy. I don't care what you tell me. Like, this guy averaged 35 in a year. Yes, they didn't have a good year when it comes to winning games. But he averaged like 35 and like a crazy shooting percentage. The guy was nuts. The guy was really good. And you guys sit here and tell me like he was overrated. He missed the most shots ever until LeBron broke his record. Okay. The guy was insanely good. Anybody watching him, everybody knows the guy was really good. So enough with this like hating and rewrite history. And then you look at it and you go, well, his 2008 to 2010 teams were really, really good, and he had a great, he had an amazing supporting cast. He had a good one. He didn't have an amazing one. He had a very nice one that helped him out. Pau Gasol was a solid player. I don't even know if he won a playoff game in Memphis. Forget about I'm not sure. I got to look that up. If he won a playoff game in Memphis, he definitely didn't win a playoff series as the lead guy. Then Andrew Bynum, Lamar Odom is a 0-time All-Star on teams he was not. When he was not on the Lakers and not playing with Kobe. And then he was a Six Man of the Year award in 2011, the last year playing with Kobe. Andrew Bynum was a one-time All-Star. He was like 20 times worse version of Shaq. He played a full season. I'm not talking about all games. I believe he played a full season, like most of the season. Like I'm talking about like 3/4 or 60 out of 66 during the lockout year in 2012. He was his best year. He was great that year. Every other year, the guy didn't play the rest of the year. I'm not talking about a guy who had numbers. He didn't have numbers. He didn't even play. He wasn't even a factor in the league. Well, that's because of injuries. Well, he was also injured with the Lakers. They remember in 2008 they made the finals. They were the number 1 seed without Bynum and without Gasol before Gasol showed up. They were like the number 1 seed. People don't understand. Like this guy Kobe Bryant was really, really good. It just rewrite history like, oh my gosh. Andrew Bynum didn't play much. He didn't play, I don't even know if he played 3/4 of the games in the 2009-2010. He wasn't even so great. I don't know, did he average, I'm not sure. I've got to look this up. I don't know if he averaged 10 plus rebounds. Maybe he did. He wasn't a great player. Like ever. He had Bynum. He had Odom. He had who? He had nice role players who helped him out. And people don't understand about basketball. People think basketball is like you just stars and put stars there. No, it's got to be a right fit. Kobe Bryant actually knew how to fit with big guys. Unlike somebody else who didn't let big guys flourish ever until later in his career in Anthony Davis. Never let big guys flourish. Every time in Cleveland, this guy had no help. He had no help ever. No help. What the heck does that mean he had no help? He had a team around him that knew their roles. Yes, they missed like this. Another guy that was able to score. Oh, he did have a guy that was able to score not crazy well. But he needed that one guy to take the pressure off of him. Fine. Everything else is like, it's not an excuse, just garbage. The guy's a 5-time champion because he was a 5-time champion. Literally. Like, he was that good. People think this Kobe Bryant dude was not so good. It's just incredible how people rewrite everything. Against Orlando, he was insane. Orlando, Courtney Lee could have missed the layup. Dude, Kobe Bryant was the best player in that series by a tenfold. Kobe Bryant was amazing in 2008 against San Antonio in the conference finals. The reason why they made the finals was because of him. He was insane. He was insane against Phoenix a couple years later. Ron Artest bailed him out. Are you kidding me? Ron Artest bailed him out? Did you see the first 6 games of that series? And did you even see Game 7? Are you got to be kidding me, bro. The guy, obviously, he knew how to, he was struggling Game 7, no doubt about it, shooting. But the guy had 60 rebounds. The guy affected the game in other ways that people don't understand. Oh, the guy found a way to do it. Kobe Bryant was really that good. He was that bad. It's just ridiculous to say. And everybody goes, well, people like him because of his work ethic, mom mentality. No, because he was really good. He was seriously good. And people don't like it. People don't like the fact that he had an attitude of, oh, we lost, we suck. We can't do this. That's why people don't like him. Because he has this attitude that he always puts up his 5 fingers like this. And he had this on the bench and goes, oh, ring culture. Because Kobe Bryant was a player and had an attitude. Same with Michael Jordan, which is like, oh, this is our team. We're going to win. And if we don't win, it's because we suck. It's my fault that we lost. Oh, what he did with Detroit, da-da-da. What do you mean? Detroit was better than an all-time great defense. Got to give credit to Detroit. Obviously, Kobe could have done better. But so could have Shaq and so could have the rest of the team. I mean, and the Lakers organization, they just thought they have great players, which they made the finals with. And that's going to help. I'm just saying, like, you're talking about a whole stretch. Kobe's fault in this, Kobe's fault in that. Then you could blame everything for anybody. Because a whole package of Kobe Bryant's a 5-time champion. A whole package of Kobe Bryant's a top 10 player of all time in my mind. But people have to like sit there and say he was overrated. He's not an overrated player. No, 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 no. He's not. And people who say he's better than this guy or that guy, because Kobe Bryant's on that level. Yes, he is. And that's what I'm going to say here. People don't understand that. Like, Kobe Bryant is the greatest Laker of all time in my mind. Like, he is. Is he the face of Laker history? Maybe, probably. In my mind, he is. I just don't get it. Like, he was that good. People got to stop it. Yes, he was the man.